All right, so for number 5, we had that figured out. It was 9/10. After we did 7/10 plus 2/10, we only had to change 1. Now we're on to number 6, 3/11 plus 1/2. So remember, first step is to find that common denominator. Sometimes it's a good idea to write out the multiples so you can visualize which number is their least common denominator. Do that now. So write out your 11s and write out your 2s. Remember, just skip counting by 11s and skip counting by 2s until you find a number that matches in each. So I started writing out mine. I wrote my 11s and I wrote my 2s. I still don't see any number that shows up when I skip count. So I'm going to keep going until I do. All right. So now I've written out a few more and I got all the way up to 22 before I saw a common denominator. So I have 22 in my 11s and I have 22 in my 2s. So now we're going to rewrite our problem. So 3/11. I need to make my denominator 22. So how did I get there? What did I multiply 11 by to get to 22? I multiplied it by 1, 2. So 3 times 2 would be 6. So I have my first one, 6, 22. 6 over 22. And now I have to figure out 1/2. What did I multiply this by? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So 2 times 11 equals 22. So that means I have to multiply my numerator by that same multiplier. So 1 times 11. And I have 11 over 22. And now I just add straight across because now we have the same bottom number. Remember, the denominator stays. And you add 6 plus 11, which equals 17. All right, so now number 7, 1/6 plus 3/4. Bottom number is different, so I'm going to write out my multiples. 6, 12, 18. This is why it's really nice to be fast with our multiplication tables, counting up. And 4s, 4, 8, 12, 16. And now that I've written 4, I'm going to look at, are any the same? I have a 12 here, and I have a 12 here. So 12 is going to be my common denominator. I'm going to write that on the bottom for both. And I just need to figure out what my multiplier is. What is going to be on the top? So how did I go from 6 to 12? What did I multiply by? 1, 2. So I need to multiply 1/6 times 2. So 1 times 2 is 2. 2/12 is my first fraction. And 4, how did I get from 4 to 12? I multiplied by 1, 2, 3. So 3 times 3 is 9. So now I have common denominator. 12 goes on the bottom. What's on top? 2 plus 9 is 11. So my answer is 11/12 for number 7. All right, pause the video and try to solve 8 and 9 on your own. I'm going to show you guys the answers in 10 seconds. Check your work. Make sure your denominator is the same because we're trying to find, once again, the common denominator. All right, so final 2 here, number 8. We have 15/40 plus 16/40 once we have found our least common denominator or common denominator. And we got 31/40. And number 9, we have a common denominator of 30 once we list out our multiples. So we have 9/30 plus 8/30, which equals 17/30.